Chapter 52, An Exciting Morning. Marcus called Brian on the phone. "Hey Brian, how about going out for breakfast tomorrow morning with some friends?" "Yes, we should hang out," Brian agreed. "Is 6 o'clock too early to meet?" finished Marcus. "No, that's fine," Brian said. "Let's meet at Mom and Dad's." Early the next morning, when Brian and Marcus arrived at Mom and Dad's house to jump into Dad's truck, they immediately realized that Sarah's car was missing. It had been parked in front of Mom and Dad's house while their friend Sarah had gone to Grenada for a visit. She was not getting back for a few days yet. "Well, I guess we can't do much about it right now," Marcus commented. "We will worry about it after we get back from breakfast." William's Diner on North 9th Street was filled with the usual customers talking about the latest news. The men ordered their breakfast and began chatting. The sausage omelets with Swiss cheese were delicious as usual. After a second round of coffee, they headed home. A few blocks from home, Brian exclaimed, "Hey, that looks like Sarah's car pulling out behind us." "Quick, follow it," ordered Marcus. Brian tried to drive carefully as he attempted to keep the Toyota in view. They continued several blocks across the city when Marcus spotted a policeman leaving a donut shop. He jumped out of the truck shouting, "Follow that black Toyota! It's a stolen car!" Immediately, the policeman reined to his car. The siren screamed and lights flashed. The Toyota driver realized a chase had begun, so he took off wildly. He was obviously desperate to get away. The chase continued to escalate. More police vehicles joined, and Brian and Marcus attempted to follow the parade. Brian grimaced. "I sure hope that was Sarah's Toyota, or I'm in big trouble." Up ahead, they could see that the emergency vehicles were no longer moving. Everything had stopped at a large tree right next to the WEEU radio station building. They squeezed into a parking spot nearby and jogged ahead to where a crowd had gathered at the scene. As they drew near, they could see that the black Toyota had crashed into a tree. A foot chase quickly ensued when the suspect took off running, even after he had broken the windshield with his head. He was soon apprehended by the many police who joined the chase. Brian slipped to the front of the crowd and confirmed that it was indeed Sarah's car. They excitedly relayed their story to the officer who stayed with the car. Before long, the officer who started the chase at the donut shop returned. He was wearing a big smile. He was a young officer who had recently joined the force. It was apparent that this was one of his first takedowns. The veteran officers gave him a hard time for how excited he sounded on the police radio. "Can you join me back at the donut shop? I need a lot of information from you," the proud officer said. "Sure, why not?" the two schoolteachers said. "It's not every day that you get to take part in a police chase. I guess the teachers will be late for class today." Later, Brian made a call to Grenada. "Hello, Sarah. This is Brian Fox calling. I'm afraid I have some bad news for you. Your car was stolen last night, and it was totaled in a police chase this morning." Sarah took the news graciously. It was another reminder to us that we need to hold on to things loosely here on Earth.